At the end of today's video, I'm going to show you how I put this lace edge onto my beautiful Remembrance Cardinal journal. Just to let you know, we have a flash sale in the Etsy shop. Details also at the end of this video. Stay tuned. Hi everybody, it's Julie, and I have the flip through of my December challenge, which is the ring bound journal that I have made. We're going to add the lace to the binding of this big journal, and we have the flip through of the side-by-side journal because I came up with packaging and I can put this in the shop. So this one is going to be for sale, and so watch for that. So without further ado, let's check out the large binding ring. So we use binding rings to make this journal. I wanted to do a different type of binding. It was about time. In December, the challenge, I let you have any type of journal, any size. It had to be bigger than 8 by 4 by 8. And then, but you could have any type of binding. And so I wanted to take the time to show you a binder ring journal, which is one of the types that I like to do when I have something that I think I might be adding more into, and definitely I will be adding more into this one. So remember, this is a challenge journal. We do a challenge here on the Dear Julie channel it's a junk journal challenge. We do it each month. It does have prizes. And the prize is, if you finish on time, post your pictures and all of that, you receive an invitation to a virtual internet party. It is a Facebook group where you find a digital from Dear Julie and a 2-hour actual party where only those that finish their journals get to come. And then on top of that, you are a guest design team member for that digital. So those that finish the November journals, they received the 50-page digital, the Cardinal digital that you've seen me using the last few days, and you're going to see tomorrow we are going to make the large journal cover for the journal that they made at the VIP. So some people craft along at the VIP, some just chat, some craft other things. And so anyway, just want you to know, so this is my December journal. I had somebody ask the other day how many journals I've made. Well, I know I've had 50 challenges. I think this is number 50. And I most months have made at least another one, sometimes 2 or 3 journals. So I'm guessing between 120 to 150 journals, maybe even more, that I have made in the course of the last few years. So in some months, sometimes we'll have the Dear Julie challenge. We also have the collab. So yeah, at least, I would say at least 150. Okay, so let's go ahead and start the flip through. I did make a tassel for this one. That was one of the requirements. And we did have to use a jingle bell somewhere. And so I had this really cool jingle bell that was part of a Cardinal kit that I had put together. Not a digital kit, but a regular kit. And so this was one of my charms. And then up here is my dangle, and it has the Cardinal Brad added onto the holly up there. I have fabric pieces, ribbon pieces, eyelash trim, and lace all in there. I love it. And so I like to have a tassel on the outside that kind of tells the story of what you're going to find inside. And so there you go with our little cardinal. I think I'm going to make a charm that says remember that will hang off of here also. So, so this is a journal that I'm making for myself, or that I have made for myself. You're going to see that there's lots of room to add pictures and journaling because I'm going to be telling stories in here. Okay, so my covers were made out of chipboard that I had, and I actually decided on my size by the chipboard that I had. I was able to use a regular 3-hole punch, and for 8.5 by 11 paper, because that's the size that I was able to use on the inside. And I've covered this with fabric that I had purchased to make things for my family. And so since a lot of the stories in here will be about my mom and my dad and my brother and my sister and my grandparents that are all not with us any longer, I thought that that was perfect. I love the cover because this was a personal journal. I was able to use this image from Daphne's Diary because I'm not selling it. So for myself, this is from the Cardinal Kit. There is a set of words, remembrance words. So remember, memories, loved, blessed, all kinds of things like that I thought of. And then I asked, and our chatters that were in the chat on the day that I asked gave me more words, and so I added those. And this with love was also on this page. And I love that we have this dangle here. Okay, also use the gold pin throughout, and fingernail polish. So this is fingernail polish added to the outside, and it gives you that awesome sparkle. Okay, I still haven't decided if I want to add a pocket in here, and so I haven't yet. I have a tattoo added here. So a tattoo is parchment paper stamped, and this time we colored it in with pens, Sharpies, paint, and pencils, and then added fingernail polish possibly too. So that we did at least 3 things to our tattoos this time. That was for a mini challenge in the challenge. I was trying to make my mini challenge and the challenge that fell in my 12 days work with whatever I've been making. So this is one of my paper clips. We needed 5 paper clips this time. And this paper clip is holding down my first flip. Okay, and we have a flip-flop that has a ledger right there. Okay, and then we have this fun cluster right here. Okay, and you can see I used the words throughout. Okay, so here is one of our journal cards, and I did one with hidden journaling card, or hidden journaling, and then I also made a file card out of some of the papers that I was using. And then here I have fussy cut from this same paper, and then added the gold thread and the poinsettias. You're going to see these, they're punched poinsettias, and I was making them like 25 or 30 at a time, and they're all through this and through a couple of the other projects that I had made as well. So this is our flap side of our double tuck, and then this is our other side, and our paper clip is holding that, and we've got a spot that we can add something there. And we have hidden journaling in our paper clip as well. Okay. Oh, it's midnight. I'm like, I heard something. So here is another hidden journaling card. And I used the bullet journaling index cards from Walmart. This is a sticker that was in my mom and dad's mail. And we've got that there. This is my envelope pocket. So I ended up with a pocket here and a pocket behind that holds this large paper. Now remember, I didn't add journaling to the back of all these because some of them are going to get a picture and I might just write on the picture or make a tip in. This is our first ready edge. And so I made these, had them ready to go into the journal. They are paper based, so I would be gluing paper to paper. Remember, there are videos for everything that I have here. This is one of our charms. It has the Cardinal Brad on it, just kind of hanging on there, and another jingle bell and a poinsettia, all on a bulb pin, and just hanging on the lace from that edge there. Okay, so here I took one of the clusters. We needed to make 10 clusters, and I just attached it to a leftover piece of the paper, and here I added one of the brads, and I've just left it. Again, this is my journal, and I'm figuring that I'll probably put a picture here, and that will cover the brad. I don't need to have the extra bulk. But I wanted to put a cardinal brad in one of those trees, so I did it on this. You'll see this is a different. The paper. Most of the paper in here is a variety of reds. But because I had this paper, I was like, oh, I can use that in here. So I did go ahead and bring that paper. Here's another tattoo on some coffee dyed paper, which is where the tattoos that I make work best because I use coffee dyed parchment and then I just attach it. What I have found is that is a way that I can do stamping and put it into a journal that is already bound. Now, not as much of a big deal when you've got a binder ring because I can take my pages out. But when I've already bound a journal, already done the binding, going and stamping, sometimes you get things that are, have indentations underneath and you get a bad stamped image. So doing the tattoos, I'm able to add things later, like towards the end when I just have a few pages that I think need something. So I came up with the tattoos, and I call them tattoos because the very first one that I did, it totally looked like a tattoo. It was I stamped it in brown, and it was a fish, and I put it on the coffee dyed paper. Excuse me, and it totally blended in. So here's one of my ready edges. This might be, this was an edge. Okay, because I also did a couple clusters that were similar to that. I love this because we have the boy here and the girl here, and that way I was able to use this paper. I think it might be kind of fun to use one of the cardinal brads on this page, and I may still do that. So up here, this is one of the clusters, and I made it into a little pocket, and it's just holding this little card, and still space. Here, I did some lightweight cards. I didn't want the extra bulk. Again, this is my journal, and I'm okay with my card being lightweight. So it was copy paper and just some of the children's writing paper. And then I stamped this little guy, and then I drew pine and with my black pen, and then I doodled over it with the green, and then I used the red Sharpie. And then on top of that, I have put fingernail polish. Now this was our Friday freebie here, and I painted on my Friday freebie, and before I made it. Okay, so this is already on there, and then I've added some fingernail polish just to make it shimmer. I love that. So I have another flip here. This one has a tattoo, so a stamped tattoo up here. This one I just colored his beak, and I painted. I didn't color him in, but that's okay. But I have a flip here, and if I need more writing space, I can add a flip-flop of paper in here also. But I love this. This is just computer paper that I've added here, and so I think that's great. So this is another one of the paper clips, and it has this little hang tag that hangs off the edge. This sticker and this one here, those were from the grabby things that I got. And this, I just ripped one of the little cardinals and added the poinsettia there. This is a napkin from Spectrum Art Creations, and this is a pocket that I can put something in. Up here was the white space, the branding strip, and it was white, and I went ahead and I covered, you can just barely see a little bit there, but I covered it with some of my wrapping paper. And so that just goes on there, and it's holding it, and then this, it's holding that. Okay. So here I made a pocket out of an envelope, and it's actually a double pocket. I went ahead and cut along the flap, and so I have an opening here that is able to hold another one of those lightweight cards. That's just, it's from the Friday freebie, and then I collaged on top of it. Remember, the Friday freebies are available in the Scrap All About It with Dear Julie Facebook group and the Buy Me a Coffee. So www.buymeacoffee.com/DearJulieJulie, and you can pick up the Friday freebies in there. And there will usually be 2 or 3 months worth of Friday freebies, and then they're going away. They're not going to stay there forever. Okay. It just gets too confusing when there's too many in there. Okay. These were clusters, and I was like, you know what? I think that one, I really liked the way it looked there, and this one, I'm going to put it here. This was a tattoo, and this is the flap of the envelope, okay? So I brought the flap of the envelope up, and I put it down, and that gave me these 2 pockets. Then here, I cut into the envelope and cut, so this is the closed bottom of the envelope, and I made a pocket, and then I made another pocket, and I'm able to use my patchwork, large patchwork tag there. You're going to see I've made 5 large patchwork tags. Again, everything that you're going to see in here I did on video, so you can look the playlist, 12 days to build a journal, December 12 days to build a journal. So here's my ready edge, and it has the antique lace that I got at the estate sale. I am so excited to have been able to put that in here. And here, I'm going to show you real quick. We have a ready edge here that was music paper, a ticket, this little piece, some Georgia eyelash trim, and the Cardinal Brad, and that gave us that ready edge. This was a gift bag. I went ahead and left the the gift bag strings in it. I was like, well, I think that they look pretty, so I left them. Over here we have the long piece of ribbon. This was in the Cardinal kit. I sold Cardinal kits last year, and I kept one for myself, And so there is a place for something here, a place for something here. This says my heart. And I did use my daisies in here. I love that I use those. So there we go. We've got a flip-flop. This is a double flip-flop. So you've got 4 pages that you can write on here. Also have a couple of pockets here. This was a napkin. Okay, so the back place here, this was a napkin. It was a napkin that the Emerald Patreons got in November. I had this large piece from the Cardinal kit, and this was one of my clusters, and I added it to the top there. It gives me a large tag that just fits perfect in that pocket. Okay, so here we used a gift bag. That was one of the things that we had to use. Here's some ribbon. Here's a ticket. Those were all things that I had to use in this journal. I have a double pocket here. So the gift bag is flipped up and then a second pocket is added. I had 5 pages, I think, of this, and I used them. I'm using them here and also in my December daily. So, and then here I have my first, I think it's my first of the tabs. I might have already shown one. And then this is one of the dangles that I made. Okay, and you've got a sticker on the back, a sticker on the front, the eyelash trim. So cool. I love it. Okay, and then that is one of the tabs. Using a tag, some wrapping paper. Remember, I stamped a bunch of these from a stamp set that I had picked up at Spectrum Art Creations. I love the way those turned out. Of course, the poinsettias and the Georgia eyelash trim. Okay. Here we did a build a belly band. This was from the Freebie Friday. This right here, we built in the clusters. Got a little ticket in here in this cute little envelope. That was one of the embellishments that I had purchased that goes with this. And I love it. And some music and this adorable cardinal stamp. Yay. This was another cluster and I went ahead and put it down here. I liked it down here better than without. This was a Cricut tag that I had in my stash. We have an empty pocket here that can still, I have some more of those big pages. I just don't know where, or big pieces of cardinal paper. I just don't know where they got put. So one will go in there. Here's another, this is a lightweight tag from the Freebie Friday. And this is one of the pockets. And so it's a pocket here. And it is a tuck here using book pages. I did several pockets made out of book pages. I folded them in different ways and now this is how we put them in. Again, another lightweight tag and poinsettias, the fingernail polish, eyelash trim, lace, the poinsettia, and the daisy stickers, and the children's writing paper on back. I had that out, so I used it a lot in here. Here we made a giant journaling card out of a memo, a memo piece, and some lace, some fingernail polish, and I backed it onto some cardstock. Okay, this is our ready edge, and I only attached it at the very edge, and that gave us a place to tuck that in. So this is part of our ready edge, again, made with the music, one of the stamped images, the ticket, the sticker, the Georgia eyelash trim, and this. And then this was a little piece of the border that I cut off one of the pages that is in the journal. I love the way this one turned out. We were able to use another bag. And I love that we were able to keep the tree over here and still have this. This is one of my pockets. So here we have a paper clip and we've got the ice coupon here And then that is helping to keep this little goodie, whoop, whoop, and that's down. I lost it. But this little card from the miniature part of the kit, and then that helps keep it closed, and it also, I think it's really cool. So we have a pocket here made from one of the note papers, some fabric, and some daisies. This was from the journaling cardstock, the moments, the red pen, and the children's paper. Here we have another lightweight tag. This has memo paper on it. I love that we were able to take it. We made this on the 17th. And so we have a little bit of baker's twine in there. This was, it was bad, but it's holding. Eyelet. This was from the gift tag, Christmas gift tag stickers. And I fussy cut it and put it on here. We also have fingernail polish in that little tag. And so there's a second pocket behind here. Okay. And then this opens up, and it's like a little folio. There's a place for you to put something in here. You turn this. This is a pocket, so something can go in here. And you have this little flip up from a note paper. Can you see that? Flip up from a note paper that we have there. Plus room to add pictures and more journaling space if you wanted to. And so that is what that is. And I love the way it turned out. It's so eclectic. There we go. But that's helping to keep this from flipping around. And then in the back, so this whole thing was a pocket, and it's holding one of the large patchwork tags. Okay. But I love the way that this is still here. This is another gift bag, and we have a tab added here with a ticket, and then I made my tabs out of a circle punch and a small circle punch. So you can watch the tabs. I think it was the Ready Edges and Tabs Day. This was a card that was given to me at Christmas time by Jana. Thank you, Jana. And I have been saving it to put it in here. And so it has this. I can't remember if this was a cluster or a ready edge, but I went ahead and put it on the edge in case. And then this was a cluster, and it can hold something. So you get a sneak peek. This is the little journal that I made in the mini challenge in the challenge on Monday, and we're going to get a flip through of it. It is full and awesome, and I made it to be a little Christmas ornament. And so yeah, I think it's going to be fun. So you'll see that tomorrow, which is Wednesday, in the beginning of tomorrow's video, which is a live video at 10:30 Pacific Standard Time on Wednesday, December 21st. I will be showing the journals that I have that are lace spine ribbon binding. And then we're going to be making a lace spine ribbon binding for the journal that they made in the VIP. So anyway, we have a pocket here, and that's going to be able to hold something. This is another one of those 8x8 pages. I love it. I think it was Ciao Bella. This was from the Friday freebie. And then this is another one of the, I stamped a bunch of these, and I colored some, I painted some. This one is all colored. And that poinsettia needs its bling. Here's another tab on the edge of this. We have another Dear Julie digital page there. I love this one. So we have this large piece. And this is what I was talking about. There's more of these hanging around, and they'll be able to come and go into some of these pockets once I find them. They're here somewhere. And they I have been saving them specifically for, this one has decided it likes to sit under there. So this is another one of the pockets. And here's another lightweight tag. There is a place that something could go in here. It's backed with this. I did not quite have enough to do the whole thing. And it was okay because I think I pieced, did I paper piece this? Yes, I paper pieced this one. Okay. And so all the things. This is another gift bag. There's the hole, you see, but I saved Cardinal gift bags, and people specifically would give me things that were in Cardinal stuff, and so I've been saving them. Here's another one of the paper clips, and this one actually has the word Cardinal. It had the definition, but it had nothing to do with the bird, so I just took the word. And so this is another pocket made out of book pages, and we have a flip up that you're able to write on. Okay, and we'll just hold that with that. And it's also helping to hold down this flip-flop. So this flip-flop is made with the children's paper. There's some stenciling. And we have one of the Christmas stamps and some washi. And I love the way that turned out. This right here, that's wrapping paper. And it's here also with the daisy sticker. I did add one of the memo notepad papers here. And I love it because you can still see the cardinal there. Can't see this one, but that's okay. And we've got another one of the large tags. So we have a large pocket made out of a napkin and wrapping paper. We have a super large pocket here, and I did use my punch, and I punched the edge out. I love being able to do that when there was white paper on the back of this and giving us the lace look. However, I have loaned out my actual lace one, and so looking forward to getting that back. So this had cardinals, so I went ahead and put that on the back here. I used 8.5 by 11 cardstock pages, so I was able to just put those in there and just back them with something because they had white on the other side. These were all from Hobby Lobby. That is where I had found the 8.5 by 11 cardstock. This is computer paper. This was from Sally's stash. We have another ticket tab, okay, with the little Cardinal Brad and the Georgia eyelash trim. This was a ticket. The Emerald Patreons are getting it in their December mail, a whole page of these Ciao Bella tickets, and then this ticket here. So this page has the computer paper on the background, and then I made a large pocket out of that. So we have one of those pages here. I did add the children's paper here, and I made this so that you could put a label up there if you wanted. And I did collage up there. Here's another ready edge with the antique lace. This is one of the stamped images, and we have the sticker. Again, I collected stuff. I collected, and I had those stickers in my stash. Here I collaged the back of this page. Okay, so it was the computer paper, so it was white on the back. Part of the paper bag, music and wrapping paper. Here I knew I had a large tag that I made upside down so that I could have a top tuck. So I took this pocket. This is one of my favorite book page pockets, and it has a place to put something in there. Here we have our another double tuck. And this one, okay, so this one has a gift tag that's in this little tiny pocket. It has a little collage here. This is part of the actual envelope. And the envelope, I did add the tab here. It has this little dangle hanging off of it because it did have a hole. That was the perfect place for that to dangle off. Our double tuck on this one has this here, and there is a pocket here that you can add something in. Okay. Now this time for the challenge, I did not, you don't have to fill all your pockets. Sometimes in the challenges, that's part of it. You have to have all of your pockets and tucks need to have something in them. This time we did not do that. Okay, so this is the other side of the double tuck. So this is where it gets its name. We've got space for two things under the flap. I used one of the cards and made this little card. This was from the Freebie Friday. And then I did a little collage on it. And I went ahead and I glittered the card with the fingernail polish from Dollar Tree. Number 544, it has a gold sparkle. And then this one, this is from the cardstock. And I went ahead, it's got a little pocket here from the Freebie Friday and a little collage going on. This was from the back of that card, and I cut it out and put it on there. Just added some fabric tied there. Here's our tattoo. And this is our page edge for this one. Added some washi. There's some of the napkin, music, cardstock, sticker, Georgia eyelash trim, and a poinsettia, all on that ready edge. And I love it. Okay, we've got this. Then we have, this is a flip up pocket. And here we have a gift tag, and a large patchwork tag. Another tattoo, and this one's actually covering like a polar bear or something that I was like, yeah, I don't think I need a polar bear in there, but I do need a cardinal. So on this one, when I colored it in, I added some of the yellow to try and make it look more like one of the female birds. I did add this. That was from the Freebie Friday. No, I think this was out of the actual cardinal kit. But I used this whole page, so I had this left. So I just threw him on there, and he's holding in his beak the stamp image. So he delivered the mail and he kept the stamp. And here we have another ready edge. It's got the ticket, the washi tape, the lace, the sticker, Georgia eyelash trim, and this. And then underneath there, can you see the green piece? That is the back piece that gives you the paper backing so that when you're going to put this on, it's paper to paper. So you can have your edges already ready. That's why I call them ready edges. Over here we have another flip. Okay, so flip, we got our coffee dyed paper and another tattoo. This one was the watercolor pen. Actually, well, not a watercolor pen, but a water-based felt pen. And then I painted and added fingernail polish. Another one of the computer papers. Another one of the cards. So there's that little image. And for this one, I just went ahead and put the card together. There you go. Love this. And I just went ahead and attached a hole and attached one of the cards that came off of one of the gift bags. Okay, just put it, hung it down there. The fabric with the a piece of tissue and then the tattoo on top of that. Another one of the gift tags. This page is coffee dyed paper and the napkin. I love the way this turned out. The napkin, I put it on with glue stick, a permanent glue stick, and it feels amazing. It feels like linen. It just feels amazing. And there's our last tab. Okay, and so we still have a place that we can put a pocket back here if I want to, but all of my embellishments that I made are in here, and I love the way this turned out. So what I'll be doing is I will take, you know, like I might put a picture here from a memory, and then I can do it like a tip in and then tell the story, or I can just write the story and put it here, and maybe put a little picture up here if I have a picture of the person that's in the story. Again, this is you know, it's like I have a picture of my parents. This is their wedding picture, so maybe, you know, I'll put it in here. And then this was inside their invitations to their 50th wedding anniversary. So, but I have it on my desk right here. It's sitting right there, and it's staying. It's not going in here. It's staying on my desk. But yeah. So yeah, so that is the Cardinal Remembrance Journal that I made. And like I said, I chose the ring bound. I can add more pages, but what we're going to do right now, before we go ahead and actually, let me show you this, and then we are going to add the lace onto this and finish that journal. Okay, but this one I am finally get to add to the Dear Julie Etsy shop. It is my side-by-side journal. Remember, I made a miniature journal or a mini journal, and it was so thick I decided to try this, and I love the way it turned out. So here's my little tassel that I made for this one. And this one is on a key ring, and then it's got a little dangle and an eraser dangle that I made, and I love the size of it. Remember, the edges of this are some of that beautiful quilted fabric from Big Mama. And then I made all of this. There's videos of all of this, including making the cover. So we call this the side-by-side journal. This image is from the Christmas Joy, 12 Days of Christmas Joy, okay, in the Dear Julie Etsy shop. There's dryer sheets behind it. And so you open it up, and there's literally like 2 little journals in here. And that's how I got otherwise, do you see how thick this little journal was going to be? So in our front pocket here, I have a file card with this little guy. And you have this, and you have stickers and fabric pieces, little things that you can add that I had left over. This was a red privacy envelope from Target. Okay, might be from Red Card. This I did photo corners out of the holly, and so you can just add like a little picture on there and add it in. I love this. I got this at like TJ Maxx or Home Goods. So lots of using index cards. We've got these fun little these fun little cards. Guest check. I like to use ledger. I use the lace to come out further. Minty Fresh, that's one of our paper clips. Dear Julie, Julie, digital image right there. Right here. This is if you were doing, this would be day 4 if you were doing a like December daily. Time card. The chimney. Chimney tag. Okay, so it's when you have a funny size place to put something, and this particular one was the chimney tag, and I don't know why I can't. Did I put it in there backwards? I did. Okay. We used a bingo. It's got, this is a double. So there's place for you to put something there. We've got the really bright tag with a little dangle on it. A true flip-flop. Ready edge. This December this year had a full moon on the 7th. There's got a little flap. Here you have a flip up. So there's 2 signatures on each side. Plenty of space to write. Here you have your flip up, flip down. Lots of Dear Julie, Julie digitals used in this. The little Rudolph. You've got that. Don't get your tinsel in a tangle. This was really cute tissue paper. And this, so this little tag here wasn't even, I must have been holding on to it. This is the quilt that I made with my grandma when I was like 5 or 6. It's all the fabric is fabric that my sister and I had things made out of. So this is from I'm gonna say 12 it's either Christmas Joy or 12 Days of Christmas Joy. Those images are from. Okay. We used one of the reindeer and made a tattoo out of them, it looks like. And here we have attached this little notebook made out of an index card with some stamping in it, but giving you room to write. I love that on the back there. We had to have something to do with garden. This was my birthday month. So the things that you had to use in your journal were all my favorite things. So here you have a 2022. Of course, you can take that off if you're using this for a different time. We have this. It actually has a stamped image behind the lightweight guest check. We have the strips. A card you made using strips. And you can go either direction. I'm going to go this way in this one. Okay, so you have a flip-flop with the sticker and some washi. There's a pocket there. There's our adorable little snowman. Here's December 24th, a place for you to put that. You've got this little card in there. This is the center of this one. You've got this with the little snowflake dangling off of it. So this is images from the Antique Christmas Paper Ornament Digital Kit. And you get these in a variety of sizes. This is from cardstock. And this is a stamp. Okay. And just a fun little edge here. And this was from Trivial Pursuit. What character's balloon traditionally brings up the rear of Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade? It was Santa Claus. We've got a cute little card here. So places to write, ready edge. Here you have a little shaker card. Never stop believing in Santa. That's what it says. Your poinsettia moves around. You got a little banner paper clip here stamped on a cloth. Here's our little snowman made out of a tag. Okay, and again, all of these embellishments, there are videos for all of it. This was, we made a little notebook out of index cards, and we attached them with the ribbon and used the washi on the inside, and then it is a flip-flop on the inside here. Okay, so attached a flip-flop. You've got a Trivial Pursuit card with this adorable little stamp tag with painting and fingernail polish, and then the poinsettia and that, and it goes behind this round little goodie that we have there. All that goes in here. Okay, so that was our first signature. Here's the other half of that bingo card. We have a waterfall here with a little place that has a card, one of the stickers. Here we have a belly band, and it's got a paint chip, and so I think that's really fun. Another ready edge with a folded up edge of a guest check, some holly, and you'll see I used a lot of the same things to decorate, just in different ways. This was one of the digitals. And this is a book page little goodie. Another, this is also from the Antique Ornament. Here we've got a stack of note, and it is guest checks, so you can use the guest checks to write on. Here's one of the images from the Christmas Joy. And we have a sticker from Grabby. And then this is two, they are stamps that I have, and I stamped them in solid color and then fussy cut them out of sticker paper. That is a page, and there's a flip using the paint chip and the large Christmas words. So the antique paper Christmas ornament digital has Christmas words in it. And here we have our little flip out, and it's got this little Christmas light dangle, cute little kids, little goodie here with a place to go there. And so there is that, and there's that, and there's everybody's favorite, the ho ho ho. It turned out so cool, and so it's right here in the back. So like you could put your family picture back here for Christmas. Here, this was a double tuck. Okay, so this was an envelope. That's one of the images in the kit, and that actually might be a freebie Friday. And then you have this card with my favorite word, enjoy. It is one of the words of the Christmas kit. Okay, so then we fold this up, and I came up with this because I actually have a Christmas book, a children's Christmas book that has that's done like this. Okay. And so that's why I was like, oh, I could do it side by side like that book. So there it is. And it is going to probably ship like this. Okay. And I think that will be fine. It'll be safer than shipping it like this. So I'm going to ship it like this, and I'll have it all wrapped up nice, and I can ship this out today or tomorrow or Friday if you wanted it to go out this week. And so it is available now in the Dear Julie Julie Etsy shop. And so I hope you'll check that out. So now, dun, 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 let's go ahead and let's add this. Okay, so to do it, we're going to go ahead and we need to open the binder rings. Okay, we need to open the binder rings, and I'm going to go ahead and you know what? Let's go ahead and pull this off. Set this aside. I'm going to take the tassel off. We'll add that last. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and move this aside. And I'm going to put these four pieces down. Okay, and I want the hole to be available. So it looks like I'm going to glue the four pieces of the crowns. And then I will cut the lace after. Okay, you can also check and see. I did lace on Shelly's graduation journal. That was a binder ring journal as well. That was in 2020? 2020, yeah, I think either 2020 or 2021. Okay. Okay. I'm going to do the two outside ones first. And this lace is not going to touch any of the pages of the journal. It's just going to go onto the front cover and the back cover. And it will just help with the flow of the journal and to keep you, it'll make it look nicer on the shelf. Okay. So, if you're putting it on the shelf with the spine hanging out, this is going to look nicer. Okay, so there we go. Okay, we're having trouble with this one. Got some gobbledygook there, you guys. You know how the fabric tack explodes out the top? I call that the gobbledygook. Okay, there we go. Now this is where our center is going to be. So, and I'm okay with this, the way this is going on here. Okay, gobbledygook, gobbledygook, going up the edge, going up the edge, going up the edge. Okay. One, two, three, four. Okay, so you see we have a little bit of a pucker there. I'm okay with it. This is, again, this is my journal this time. And this lace came from a shirt that I had in my stash. So if you are planning to join us in the Just Junk Journal Challenge in January, and you haven't done a Just Junk Journal Challenge with us before, I recommend that you look for a garment or a linen. If you like to use lace in your journals, you might want to find a garment, clothing, or a linen, which can be sheets, towels, table scarf, pillowcase. It'll be a single item, okay, so that you're gonna be able to use. Okay, so you see that is going to give, oh my gosh, I love it. Okay, so now I'm going to pull the back piece. Okay, so we're going to come over here. Let's get all the pages all the way through, all the pages. Okay, and I'm going to pull the back page off. No, well, watch out for that. Okay, let's go ahead and close this and figure out how to get the back off without, okay, so I'm going to pull this. We'll go like that. Okay, there we go. I need the back page off. Back page. Okay, the tricky part is putting this back on, and we'll show you that in just a moment. Okay. Okay. Okay, gobbledygook. I want to use all the glue, even the gobbledygook. Okay, here we go. This is Fabric Tack by Beacon. I made an entire apron. My sew machine broke, and I wanted an apron for 4th of July several years ago. And I made the entire thing out of Now, I'm not super worried about this because the journal itself is actually being held together by the those things that are going to hold. Ooh, I don't like that. Okay. Let's move this up. I don't know if you saw that, but we were not even. binder rings. My journal's going to be held together with the binder rings, so I'm not as worried about that this lace is going to is what is holding this journal together, because that is not the case. The binder rings is what is holding this journal together. The lace is covering any mess that might be happening. Okay, am I happy with this? Now remember, there was a little pucker. Okay. Okay, so we'll do that, and then we need to cut the it's pretty interesting that you can just cut crocheted items. And of course, I will save these pieces because I will be able to use them. Okay. If you're worried about the shiny in there, then I could have like done a ribbon through it. Okay, so the next thing you're going to do is you are going to take your journal, your cover and your back, and you're going to put them together so that you can see the holes. Okay, so put them so you can see the holes. Okay, and now we're going to come back and we're going to open our pages up, and we're going to put this in. Okay, put our binder rings through the holes. Okay, we're still together. Okay, this is the cover, this is the back, like that. And then we're going to come through and close it. Close it, close it, close it. And then we'll take this piece and bring it around, and that is going to give me that. Okay, that is going to give me that. You see how much room I still am going to have with this? Okay, so there you go. Now with this lace going on here, you could attach things to that. With binder rings, I've seen people tie things all on their binder rings, so that's something you can do. I'm going to go ahead and attach my tassel back on. Okay, and so there is my beautiful cardinal. I don't think I need a closure for this. Because I still have a lot of room that I can add. Maybe I might add a hitch post fastener. If I add anything, that's what I'll add, is a hitch post fastener. But at this time, I think I'm good, and a closure was not required for the challenge this time. So yeah, so there's my edge, and there's my December journal. I love it. Did you have a favorite part of this process? If you've been playing along, did you like this challenge? It was probably the easiest challenge that we've ever done, and we made a journal in 12 days, or 12 increments of time. So remember that on the first day, we chose our size and theme, gathered our items, made our cover. On day 2, we chose our pages. We made our fancy folds and gluing our pockets, flips, double tucks, and then we did the binding of our journal. So if you were actually making a journal that was going to be bound, you bound it at that time. Then we went in this order. We made our 10 clusters. On day 4, we made our ready edges and tabs. Then we did our paper clips, our tattoos, our pockets, our flips and tucks, our journal cards, our assorted tags, our fluffy tassel and charms. Yesterday was our day 12, and we put it all together. We added stamping and stenciling if we needed to, and ta-da, we did it in 12 days. Now, some of my videos were long. A couple of them were a little over an hour, but I did show you everything that I made for this. I showed you how I made my cover. I showed you how I put my pages in order. And then how I made all of my embellishments and elements. And you can find that in the playlist in the description box down below. That would be our December Build a Journal in 12 Days. Okay, so don't forget that the side-by-side journal has been added to the Etsy shop, and it would really love a new home. And I waited because I was having trouble figuring out how to send it. Tomorrow we are going to be adding the cover to our cardinal journal that we started in the VIP. I'm not finding it. It's here somewhere. Better be, because we're going to be working on that tomorrow. And while we're waiting for people to come on to the live, we are going to show these journals and the final flip through of this one. So these are lace edge ribbon bound journals. And then, of course, tomorrow we'll show this one. And so I'm excited. By the way, very carefully, my glasses broke yesterday. Tom fixed them. They are not, they broke. I mean, like the plastic broke. And so I have an appointment today to go to the eye doctor. And so some of you will be very happy to hear that. And yeah, so I'd love to sell some stuff. So I'm going to do a flash sale in the Etsy shop. So check out the flash sale for the Etsy shop to help pay for my glasses. Because it's a surprise expense that I have. And so yeah, surprise expense right at Christmas time. And so my Etsy shop will be on sale. And if you purchase this week, you will be helping me to pay for my new glasses. So, and the way that they're fixed right now, it is laying on my eyelashes. So if you can imagine, that is like so crazy. So yeah. So I would love for you to come back, comment on this video, embellishment things that you would like to see me do in the new year, and so that I can start my list. Again, we'll be doing those tomorrow. And yeah, and I will try and get the new Pink Bird digital added into the shop. So just so you guys can see, this is what we made in the VIP using the new Pink Bird. And this is avocado dyed paper. There, some of it is the avocado dyed digital kit. But we made this fun little journal. It was a different size. We used the new half-size tags. So yeah, so I'm going to try and get that in the shop as well. So do watch for the VIPs from October to be showing you what they have been making with their with their pink bird digital. It's going to go with the tea and roses. It's going to go with so much stuff. I'm going to be making my look back to look forward journal using this kit. It's a list journal, and it will be a start to done thing. We'll do it in 2 days of videos, and so if you want to follow along, you'll want to have that digital. Okay? Thank you so much for being here. Find something to celebrate every day. Have an amazing day. Be blessed. Prayers for all of you that watch this, and all of those that are in our community. Prayers for you and your family. We know several are struggling and with sickness, with all kinds of things, and even, stress. So prayers for all of you, and have an amazing day. I'll see you tomorrow, and we'll be live. Bye. Bye-bye.